I made over $1,000 on TikTok Shop in my month 2 and surpassed 13,000 by my month 4 and eventually gaining 20,000 and more sales. That too just from TikTok Shop. And as you guys can see this video, I did all of this without even showing my face. Honestly, we're living in such a bad economy and it's always a good idea to have an additional income stream. And no, you do not need any experience on TikTok because I will tell you this, when I first got started, I never had an account on TikTok. I never even watched videos on there. I was never an active user of TikTok, let alone knowing anything about TikTok Shop. TikTok was already changing so many lives before the feature of TikTok Shop ever came into existence. And it has actually proven to generate so many and majority of the sales for many small businesses, including myself. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about how you can make your first $1,000 because that $1,000 is going to then convert to $2,000, eventually $10,000, finally $20,000, and so much more. But the biggest hurdle is to get to your first few sales on TikTok Shop, and it's only going up from there. One of the best things that we have learned through TikTok Shop is that it actually teaches you and helps you accelerate your small business in order for you to gain as much sales as possible. And some of these learnings you don't really get from other websites and other platforms that you actually get from TikTok Shop. So it's so beginner friendly for businesses to essentially get started. The first step to getting started is actually deciding on your specific niche, your interest, what you're passionate about, and deciding on exactly what you want to do with your TikTok account. You could either create an account which is only a seller account and you're not necessarily posting any videos. And the other way to do it is to have an account on which you post videos, you post contents, you do your live streams, you engage with your audience, and you also sell your products, which is the account which I got set up with for my small business, Mayfair Co. So although as a seller on TikTok, you don't necessarily have to post any videos and you can continue to still promote your products directly from your TikTok Shop, I personally recommend the feature of being able to post content, engaging with your audience, especially if you're a new small business. If you just want to be a seller that likes to promote the products, that likes to list their products on TikTok Shop, but doesn't want to do any videos, there's another really cool feature that TikTok Shop came up with, which is called the TikTok Shop Affiliates. So you can actually take advantage of sending samples to affiliates for free or for a certain set percentage of commission amount in return for content that they may create, and they would essentially just tag your product in their video for you to be able to sell your products directly from TikTok Shop. I would recommend personally doing a mix of both where you can post your content directly on your TikTok Shop account and you also leverage TikTok Shop affiliates who can vouch for your specific product that you have listed on your account. I personally absolutely love a TikTok affiliates because it's almost like you're working as a team with them where you are the seller and you're giving them a set commission for all the products that they're selling for you, and they are also vouching for that product. So they are giving their opinion to their followers and your product is getting out there. So I think that's just an amazing way to sell your product where you as a seller is promoting it, but you also have a bunch of affiliates that are vouching for your product as well. This is what brings me to my next and one of the most important aspects of being able to sell anything, and that is creating engaging content. And like I mentioned before, this can be done with the help of TikTok affiliates. This can be done directly through you by you creating engaging content, showing the product, and just engaging with your audience, growing your account, and eventually boosting sales. The next step I really want to discuss and put so much pressure on is the fact that you have to continue to be consistent. And I cannot emphasize on this enough. Consistency is literally the key when it comes to any type of content creation, social media, whether that's YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, pretty much anything. And reaching your first $1,000 in the beginning might feel like it's taking forever, but it's only going up from there. And this particular phase, whether it lasts you 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, no matter how long it lasts, even if it lasts you 2 weeks, you would still feel like it's taking so much longer than it should. But the reality is that consistency is everything. Whenever you're trying to start a small business, unlike a traditional 9-to-5 job, a corporate career, businesses do not work like that. Businesses go up and down. The growth is not just consistently going up. You will have your phases where you might feel like, okay, you're not doing well. And even today, I have my moments where I feel that way with my small business. But what really matters is just continuing to be consistent, and over time, you will be successful because you never gave up. I know you guys must be thinking that I haven't even talked about the product in this video. I was actually saving the best for the last, but I also decided to put this as a last step because I have experienced this with my own failures, that you don't really know what to sell until you do your research. And the only way to do your research is to actually get started. So I personally, when I first got started on TikTok, I was selling a whole different product, only to realize months later that this product is never going to sell, because I eventually gained the knowledge and learned through what was working on the platform to understand what type of product I should be selling on the platform. And the reason I left out this part to put it at the end is because I do not want you guys, I genuinely do not want you guys to throw thousands and thousands of dollars on inventory and on a product that will just not sell. I know so many businesses that actually started their small business by putting in so much money in the inventory and taking so much loans to get started, only to realize that they did absolutely no research on what's going to work, and they have $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 in debt because they purchase products that will just not sell. I recognize that in order for you to succeed, you really will have your own failures throughout the process of establishing your own small business. But this is one mistake that I do not want anyone to make when they are first getting started with their small business, because you don't want to go in so much debt only to quit, only to give up because it brought so much financial strain on you. And that is why you are going to want to order samples of your products and try to promote it before you actually get started with bulking up inventory, and a lot of it. Better yet, there's another workaround with TikTok Shop that you could do. You can set certain limits of your inventory. So you don't really have to go in and set a limit of 20,000 supplies of a specific product that will eventually not sell. But instead, you can just list out an inventory of just 10 products on your shop and see how that goes. Even if that means that you go out of stock, you run out of stock in like the next couple of days, that is totally fine. That is still a better solution than to throw in so much money in inventory of a product that won't sell and that is not marketable. One of the things to know and remember is that TikTok is always evolving, and so are the people on the platform. And especially as we're progressing, we are moving further away from traditional marketing and traditional ways of advertising. So the products and things that are performing well today may not perform well a year from now or 2 years from now. So it's always a good idea to continue to evolve and continue to test and learn your strategies, but considering that you still have those core principles in mind. This is pretty much how you can get started and make your first $1,000 with TikTok Shop. If you guys are interested in a full tutorial on how to set up TikTok Shop, comment below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as it allows me to continue to make videos like these. Thank you.